Hello. Let's get a message from the Archangel Animal Oracle. Excuse me. Oh, monkey. Experience all that life has to offer. Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael, I believe, is associated with heart chakra healing. Here you go. Their hearts are lit up. Heart centers are lit up, glowing. Yeah, this is a very loving image here. And oh, okay, I'm noticing the green, right? Representing the heart chakra. Monkey. Okay, that does make me think though. Monkey mind, monkey see, monkey do. Also, there's a lightheartedness. You silly monkey. Experience that all that life has to offer. Okay, very optimistic message here. About monkeys. All types of monkeys originate from the 10th dimensional universe of Shekinah. And step down through the Pleiades. Their chatter calls in angel sonics that heal the creatures around them and help trees to grow. Monkeys also use these sonics to share news and information from the angels and elementals with animals, birds, trees, and humans. As heart-centered beings, monkeys incarnate to experience with the right brain and follow their instincts. They are learning about qualities such as unconditional love, loyalty, togetherness, and trust. Their focus is on family life, enjoyment, developing the senses, food, and connecting with the trees. They are not here to develop human intellectual capacity or logical ability, but are extremely evolved spiritually and truly experience oneness. Okay, your guidance is focus on developing your right brain and your heart, as this is the route to ascension and oneness. Okay. Take time out to relax, have fun, and just be. I'm going to repeat that in case you feel as though you need to act, work. Act as in like pushing, like time is running out. Take time out to relax, have fun, and just be. Enjoy your senses. Love your food. Smell the flowers. See beauty everywhere. Touch your loved ones and listen with loving expectation. Attune to the wonder of nature. Bring your family or community together. In this way, you really connect with and understand oneness. It is important to be aware of your voice when you talk or sing. When it is warm and harmonious, the angels can use it to create sonics that purify you and light you up. You will radiate a pool of healing around you, and this not only helps others, but attracts good into your life. Be carefree and joyous. Okay, I want to repeat this passage about being aware of your voice. It is important to be aware of your voice when you talk or sing. When it is warm and harmonious, the angels can use it to create sonics that purify you and light you up. Sound healing. That makes me think. You will radiate a pool of healing around you, and this not only helps others, but attracts good into your life. Be carefree and joyous. Okay. Significant message of oneness, being joyous, being in the present moment. Using our right brains, right? Imagination, intuition, and developing our heart centers. Focus on developing your right brain and your heart, as this is the route to ascension and oneness, raising our vibration. Okay, right brain and heart. And take time out to relax. Have fun. Yeah, create. Just be in the present moment as best as you can through rest and getting creative, playful. Okay. Yeah, being mindful, even when you're eating, even, when you're brushing your teeth, washing the dishes. Woo. Okay. Experience all that life has to offer. The word offer is standing out to me. The universe wants to delight you, to gift you. There are lots of gifts that the universe wants to present to you on a silver platter. Okay, which deck shall we go to next? Excuse me. Let's try the Green Witch's Oracle deck. Experience all that life has to offer. All that life has to offer. Okay, makes me think of abundance, openness, being open to receive more, optimistic energy. Makes me think of the Sun card in the Tarot. Three of Wands as well, looking optimistically into the future. And the playful message too, the playfulness. When I think of monkeys, that makes me think of the inner child and the Fool card in the Tarot. Okay, we have two. And look at that, speaking of the Fool card, we have buds, new beginnings, expansion. Yes. Expansion. Experience all that life has to offer, right? I mentioned the word abundance. The universe wants to gift you. They want to fill your life with more. Okay. Summer. Expansion, growth. Oh my goodness. Again, the message of expansion, right? On the Buds card. new beginnings, expansion. The next one, summer, expansion, growth. Okay, okay. Great reason to remain optimistic. Bees or significance, or excuse me, bees or sunflowers may be significant for you. You may be noticing bees on a more increased basis, as well as sunflowers. The energy of optimism. I mentioned the sun card, right? The sunflower makes you think of the sun card, the sun. The energy of hope, brightness, enthusiasm, delight. The bee makes me think of the beehive. Togetherness, community, working together toward a common goal. Expansion makes me think, expansion and growth makes me think of evolution. Okay. Ooh, and the sweetness of life. Yes, savoring the sweetness of life. The message about in the guidebook about the monkey, right? Being in the present moment. Yeah. Being mindful when you're eating your food. Love your food, smell the flowers, see beauty everywhere. Touch your loved ones and listen with loving expectation. Expectation, yes. There's an energy of expectation here with these two cards. New beginnings, expansion, and growth. Okay. Buds makes me think of buddies, friendships, lightheartedness. Ooh. Hedge, potential, boundaries, indecision. Okay, I'm seeing the gates. I'm seeing this hedge here. It makes me think of a maze, okay? A path. And I see the Y shape here, kind of like a crossroads. A fork in the road, I should say. A fork in the road. So you may feel like you're at an impasse or a fork in the road. You may be experiencing feelings of uncertainty. Makes me think of the Two of Swords card in the Tarot. But I'm noticing these scales here, and they look balanced, level. These scales right here. A balanced future. And the path, this path that you've chosen to embark on, you're blazing this trail. Your compass, your intuition, using your intuition, your heart, as your compass, right? So understandably, the journey may at times feel uncertain because you don't have the full picture, but you have an inner knowing, right? Of a bright, bright future for you. But that's realized from being in the now moment, being present, knowing already that you are abundant, joyful. Okay, so boundaries, okay. Looking at the gate, you may be feeling a little protective as well. but this is not a brick wall. So there's a sense of opening up. There is a sense of hope. And potential. The word potential makes me think of buds, right? And the Seven of Pentacles in the Tarot. Having faith that the seeds that you sow will bear fruit. Excuse me. Way too many. And looking at the word boundaries and looking at this nicely manicured hedge, it makes me think that you have put up healthy boundaries. And again, returning to the scales that I see here, you're feeling more balanced. 1717, when I looked at the clock. Okay, the cards. Okay. Nothing more from this deck. This is the Find Your Own Way Oracle. Small steps. Knitting needles. You may knit or you like to create using your hands. Maybe you like pottery. For some reason that jumped into my mind. Designing. Small steps. Making progress. Referring back to what I said about seeing the buds card, having faith. And the word potential on this card here, hedge. Having faith that the seeds that you sow will indeed bear fruit. Faith in growth, faith in expansion. You don't have to take gigantic steps, little by little. Small steps. can create long-lasting, impactful results. And if you hurry through your journey, well, then you can't. You can't savor those moments, right? All that life has to offer. There's that saying, right? It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. You may be interested in space. I'm looking at this image here. I'm putting together small steps. That famous quote, what is it? One small step for, I don't know. I'm curious. Okay. Here's the quote. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Okay. Spoken by Neil Armstrong during the Apollo 11 moon landing on July 20, 1969, symbolizing a monumental achievement in human exploration. Okay. Need or desire. I've seen both of these cards in the same spread. They're coming out again. 2 peas in a pod. Oh, making me think of the monkeys here. Monkey parent, monkey baby. Discerning between what you need and what you desire. I'm looking at, looks like a DNA strand also. Could look like an infinity symbol. But makes me think of interconnectedness, right? Oneness. The message that we read in the guidebook about the monkey spirit. Oneness, learning about oneness. And also, yeah, the blue, making me think of the throat chakra. They talked about voice, I think, right? Developing your voice and your heart. It is important to be aware of your voice when you talk or sing, when it is warm and harmonious. Okay, that part. And yes, here, this one. Focus on developing your right brain and your heart. Ah, okay. As this is the route to ascension and oneness. Oneness, yeah. Interconnectedness. Connecting the infinity symbol with the concepts of need or desire. And then putting it together with the message from 2 cards of expansion, right? Growth. It makes you think abundance. You are on a path where you do not need to think about, you do not need to choose about what you need or desire, what you need or want. You are on an abundance timeline. This is your journey now. The lack mindset has been released. Abundant overflow. That is what you are creating. Surrender. Okay. This makes me think again about the message in the guidebook about being in the present moment. He's resting, right? That was the advice as well, I think. Resting, having fun, spend time in nature. Surrender to the joy of relaxing. Get used to it is what I what I heard. Get used to it. In a good way though. Related to living a life of ease. Get used to, surrender to living a life of ease. And the gentleman is lying on a purple, let's say a small purple pillow or cushion, and that makes me think of the crown chakra, third eye. You're very intuitive. You're also likely very empathetic, looking at the blue the water, making me think of emotions. You feel deeply. And the green, yeah, the green trousers makes me think, yes, of your heart, heart. You have a big loving heart. And this gentleman is topless, makes me think of vulnerability. I think you may be getting more comfortable being more vulnerable. And I associate getting vulnerable with getting honest. Blue, throat chakra. You've surrendered to the truth of yourself. And you're more at peace with that. And seeing him on the boat, it makes me think of journey, right? New beginnings, the Fool card. You've chosen yourself. You've chosen to go after your dreams, step by step. You've surrendered to the mystery, even if at times it may feel uncertain and scary. And now I'm looking at the point here. Yeah, pointing towards your future. Yeah, your optimistic, expansive future. Wow, there's so much to see in this card. Wow. I'm also seeing his red hair, making me think of the sacral chakra. You're starting to feel more inspired. The fire here, the orange, the fire, you're feeling more inspired. You're getting creative. Okay, it's more than 30 minutes now, so I'm trying to keep my reading short, but so far. Okay, let's see. Ooh, and look at this. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands, enthusiasm, passion. Okay, any clarifications or anything to add, confirm? Oh, this is new. This is a curveball. Whoop. Knight of Cups. Potential romance. Potential offer of love. Red roses, or roses in general, may be significant for you. I'm noticing his sneakers. They look like what? Converse All-Stars? You may have a pair. You may be a writer. I am noticing the letter here. You may be a writer, good with your words. Throat chakra, looking at the blue. Yeah, and the blue water here. You're here to create. You're a creator. Looking at all the oranges as well. Ah, okay, King of Cups. Very spiritual, in touch with his feelings. Emotionally stable. Yeah, more water, just like in this card here, the surrender card. You're a deep soul, a deep feeler, empathetic. Page of Swords. You may be learning something new, taking on a new hobby. You may love reading. But I'm noticing these light bulbs whenever I use this tarot deck. Did I mention I'm using the Light Seers Pocket Tarot? Light bulbs make me think of ideas. And these two birds, spiritual messengers, receiving ideas, messages from Source. And this is a page. So it makes me think of buds, potential. Steadily. Expanding. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. I think I mentioned the mindset, right? Lack mindset, growth mindset, or abundance mindset. This is what you've healed from. Lack mindset. It's now, and in you've nurtured, you're nurturing an abundance mindset. When you say your affirmations, if you say affirmations, you don't say, I'm going to be abundant. You say, I am abundant. I am abundant now. And so it is. Ooh, 3 of Cups, celebrating with others. Looking at the stars here makes me think you may identify with being a star seed. Makes me think star family, your star family members. If you haven't met them yet, that is part of this new timeline of yours. If this resonates within your soul. 5 of Swords. Okay, that makes me think of this card here, the hedge. Indecision in your head. Ooh, and yeah, it makes me think, even though there are birds here, the monkey mind, right? That's one of the things that came to mind when I saw this monkey card. Monkey mind. Stand strong, stand your ground. 9 of Wands, courage. Courage makes me look at the surrender card. Having the strength to surrender to the uncertainty of your path. But you know it's sweet. You're here to realize your potential. Temperance, okay, makes me think of balance, harmony. And also this image, whenever I see this card, it looks like a guardian angel to me. You have angelic support on this journey that can feel scary and uncertain at times, right? Four of Pentacles, guarding your resources. Strategizing, 7 of Swords. The Tower. Divine intervention. Ooh, there's that enthusiasm card. Again, Knight of Wands. A burst of inspiration. Okay, more on the Tower. Four of Swords. More on the Tower. Some kind of divine inspiration. It makes me think of a creative idea. The fire, flames. She's beating on her drums, creating music. Something creative. Perhaps when you're resting or meditating, let's say, when you're in stillness. This is something major because it's the Tower, right? This is life-changing. Okay, let's end it there. 10 of Cups. Life-changing. Here's your rainbow. Taking small steps towards your 10 of Cups. Okay, I will end it there. Have a wonderful journey. 41:41. When I looked at the clock. Take care.